Greetings everybody, it's RPG Grandma, and we're picking up with the rules for Warriors of Mars and notes on personality figures part 2. Tars Tarkus, Jeddak of the Tharks, friend and ally of John Carter, master swordsman, fearless warrior. All describe the greatest of the green men of Barsoom. Tars Tarkus is both more intelligent than most of his fellows and far more humane in his outlook on life. So the green men are truly alien compared to the other Martians. And they have some things in common with the other Martians culturally, but they have some things very not in common with the other Martians culturally, how their society is set up. Solon of Ukar, despite his age, over 1,000 years, and size, a shriveled little fellow, we have John Carter's own testimony that Solon is one of the most accomplished fighters that the warlord ever faced. Perhaps he was the most accomplished. So, yes, I said before, John sometimes was definitely stretching the truth with his, how much danger he was in. But some of the truly higher up fighters, they had a chance. So Solon would have been one of those. Mors Kajak, Tardos Mors, and Cantos Khan et al. These personalities are outstanding among a world of warriors due to their fighting ability. Like most Barsoomians in high positions, these fighters have maintained or gained their prominence through their mastery of weapons and their personal bravery. They will usually go to any extreme in order to rescue a princess in distress. So these are your hero types. And they are accomplished, and they are good examples for Barsoomian code. There's, of course, other characters that would fall in the villain category. So, again, you need to either get the audio books or read the books to start to get an idea about what these cultures are. But I will try to talk more about that. So we now move on to the races in the game. So the first race they give us is the Red Martians. Red Martians look human, but they have red skin. Red Martians. The red race is the most numerous upon Barsoom, and its members run the gamut from the most superb fighters to the most abject cowards. It is this race which maintains most of the inhabited cities upon the planet, and excluding the Green Martians, they account for perhaps 75% of the population. So, right now, in the time kind of setting that Edgar Rice Burroughs presented for Barsoom, they are the dominant race. The reason they are the dominant race, first off, they think the other races are pretty much extinct. The reason for this is they never see them, or when they do, they think they're some kind of monsters, or there's some kind of spiritual being, or something like that. So they are the result of the red race, not the red race, but the white race, the yellow race, and the black race mixing. And that produced the red race. They seem to predominantly inhabit cities that were founded by the white race in certain areas, but it's possible they might also inhabit areas that maybe had cities that were founded by somebody else, one of the other groups. But for the most part, that seems to be the deal. So as everybody was dealing with their planet dying and getting to the state that it's in now, they are the ones that either inherited the technology that allowed them to innovate, and they're the result of mass migration and then these different cultures intermingling. And so when we look at their outfits, what they wear, you will see that there are similarities between how they dress and, say, the Black Martians dress. But the Yellow Martians dress differently, and the White Martians dress differently. Yet they're inhabiting ancient areas of where the White Martians were, and they seem to have brought forward technology of the White Martians and became the inheritors of that. So you've got, whereas the Black Martians also inherited some technology. So you've got this really strange mix of stuff going on the planet, but that's why they're the majority. They are the result of everybody being flung into chaos and moving and trying to survive, and they became the dominant race. They were successful. Each city-state has something in common with each other as Red Martians culturally, but at the same time, they can be quite different, unique societies, which is something else you need to keep in mind. So I'm going to stop with the Red Martians, and then we'll pick up the next episode of Warriors of Mars. We'll do the next race, which I think is the White Martians, off the top of my head. Yes, it is. And we'll talk about them a little bit. And then once we get through the intelligent races, then we'll start on the beasts of Barsoom. Everybody have a great day, and keep on playing those role-playing games. Keep on wargaming if you do that, or play any game, for goodness sakes. Have give your brain some a break. I really encourage you to read Edgar Rice Burroughs' Barsoom novels if you want to play a Barsoom type setting, a dying Mars type setting, a dying planet type setting. They will give you a lot of ideas. Plus, they're just fun. And some of the things you're going to chuckle about, in that Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote, but then when you go back and look, well, what is this theory, and when was it being proposed, and who proposed it, and you're like, oh, some of this is based on the science of the time. And then as you get people rewriting stuff of their own, so then it gets kind of outdated. But everybody have a great day, and have fun. Barsoom is fun, especially if you like to man-on-man combat stuff, role-playing games. Anyway, bye.